Milwaukee reminds me a lot of the Bulls. I'm a Bulls fan. And
Yeah.
it sucks balls. Being a Bulls fan.
I grew up in Chicagoland.
Right?
So like
yeah,
that,
they just
want to
make money. They don't really give a fuck. Reinsdorf just said it. He doesn't care. Like Jerry Reinsdorf, or not? Is that way?
Brother? Here we go.
Yeah, dude. Like they don't care. They said, I forget he owns the Sox too, right? And his whole philosophy is second is better than first, because if you're second, there's no expectation of you winning.
Yeah.
But you still make almost as much money.
Happy.
Yeah.
Keep them happy enough.
Just happy enough to keep buying tickets. That's why they love the play-in.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bulls love the play-in edition of the NBA, because that means that we can be mediocre forever and still get that extra playoff game, so people come in
Still
and buy
get the
tickets.
bag a little bit.
Yeah.
You still get those. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, cool. We might hit 6 seed.
Yeah.
We'll still get those hot bonuses. You know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so that really sucks. And like this guy, I mean, it's owners like this that make stupid fucking moves that I don't know that just.
I mean, like this, yeah. He's the one. Like he's like the guy that burns me up the most, because like he's I don't know how. I think he's owned the Bulls since what, like.
I think he bought him in the late 80s, right? Or maybe mid 80s,
like beginning of Jordan.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and it's like, dude, he would not. And it's like one of those things. Like I'm very like MJ rules. He is the GOAT.
Oh yeah,
and like just to have like just to. I grew up in the burbs, so I don't claim Chicago. I don't like people who do.
Yeah.
But just Jordan, and like it's a huge sports scene, like in an entire area. So like Jordan was everything, So I'm like very grateful for that. But it's like, had he not won 6 titles? It's like Jerry Reinsdorf hasn't won shit for nobody.
Yeah.
He's had he's had 1 World Series, and he lucked out because he drafted well. Yeah. Like he was able to get and he probably, I don't even, like, he was probably cheap enough back then. He didn't want to pay for like dudes like Scottie Pippen, like for Rodman or anything like that. He never wanted to shell out. It's like his whole philosophy has always been second is fine. Like second is best.
Yeah. Just be mediocre.
It's insane to just watch him. 121 fucking losses last year. It's the worst baseball franchise there's ever been.
Really?
Like, yeah, colossal. The
Sox, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought, so I don't follow baseball, but I just remember hearing like one of my friends being like, dude, they're basically paying you to go to these fucking games. No one wants to go to these games. It was like you were getting like a free 2 hot dogs, 2 beers, with like a ticket, even if you bought like a bleachers ticket, like all the way in the fucking rafters.
You want to know something? The best way I can describe it for people like for non-sports people, because my fiance pointed this out to me, that Simone Biles, this was the Olympics was last summer, right? Yeah. So she's I don't know, she just broke. I think she just broke the record for highest jump ever in a gym.
She's breaking something.
I'm butchering
every time.
this.
Yeah.
She literally broke a record, a Guinness World Record of like jumping, like doing her routine. Like she jumped higher than any human ever.
Yeah.
In a competition, and she flew back because she was booked to throw out first pitch for the White Sox game. So like she's a national hero. And like just because like you have to fulfill bookings, it's like the same thing of like comics, like or bands that are like really starting to hit it big because they have that radio single, but they still have to play. Like it's like, oh, they could be doing the Forum or the Riverside, but they got to do the rave. Like they're just like they got to fulfill the date.
Yeah.
So she had the date to fulfill. So she had to throw out the first pitch. Man, I swear to like 1,200 people. Wow. I'm not kidding. They couldn't draw for an Olympic hero.
Yeah.
For the greatest for the more I think she is the most decorated.
She's the best.
Ever. Yeah, if not, she's second most decorated or whatever. It doesn't matter. She's a national hero. She's an icon.
Yeah,
can't draw, like she can't pull him out.
Wow,
that's how much the South. That's how vengeful the South Side can be. Man.
I respect that though. That's what pisses me off about Bulls.
There's a lot of people that are like, just like, yeah,
they still go to the fucking games, dude.
Because they're good at because people are satisfied.
Because United Center is awesome. It is
United
awesome.
Center is a fun ass place to watch a game, not a fun place to watch a concert.
I believe that. I actually do believe that. I've never been for a concert.
It's too tall for live music.
Fair. But that's what I hate that, and it pisses me off that they keep going. But I guess to bring it back to like, would they have done that to Giannis, right? The whole Luka thing. It's like the only reason I think that they wouldn't is because I feel like they're like Chicago, where unless he got hurt like Chicago did with D Rose when they shipped him out after he got hurt.
It gets to a certain point.
I think they would have just kept him around.
I think that's what they did with. That's what they did with Chris Middleton. I think it's like it's like, man, it's like we want to keep, like they came up together literally like same year. It's like never been broken apart. There's never been a year where they're not on the same court together. But it's like at a certain point, it's like, man, we have to look at what is what our priorities are here.
Yeah, I think even if Giannis didn't win the title, I think he was just such a big name, and he's so great that even though they're I think the Bucks are still not a very well-ran franchise.
No.
At putting pieces together to help this guy. I think they have a chance this year. They're looking better, but I wouldn't consider them a real contender. Yeah. But like I think
wishy-washy.
Yeah, I think had he not won that, I think they would have just been like, all right, we'll just keep blowing the team up and say we have 3 more years of Giannis, and we'll keep saying, oh, next year, and until Giannis is like 36, and then it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, they probably just would have like put the carrot on the stick.
Yeah, there's been like, well, Giannis sells enough jerseys, so we'll just keep Giannis, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's sad though. It's sad to see with the Luka thing. He wasn't on the docket at all, and all of a sudden, I do believe that LeBron knew. Everyone is like, LeBron said he didn't even know, and I'm like, no, you fucking knew. Yeah. It's LeBron. Yeah. He runs that shit.
Right.
Like he runs that shit. But yeah,
he's dictating. Yeah.
It's crazy. It is crazy. Speaking of like greed and ownership though, too. Have you seen like the biggest thing that I've seen is like so ticket prices are through the roof through every major sport right now. Especially basketball is one of the worst in my opinion. And the stadium like drinks and food have gotten so ridiculous.
Yeah. That's my one gripe with Fiserv. Like ticket prices ain't so bad. You
They're
can
all
catch
right.
like a Tuesday game, against like whatever, like it's like a low level squad, like the Jazz or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody's just
and I
like
will
not
say the
into it.
Pfizer is I like the construction of that because like the way they did it, even if you sit on the higher level, I feel like it's still a good seat. Yeah, it's still a good seat.
Yeah, but I mean like just the like getting a beer there. This is like
beer.
I feel like I want to do the college kid thing, like sneaking the tiny bottle of Burnett's or whatever. Like tape it to my ankle.
Yeah, dude. Even if you get like a Chick-fil-A sandwich in there, it's like triple the price of a Chick-fil-A sandwich 2 blocks
Honestly,
away.
the freakiest thing is like the voiceover thing when you walk in, like the robot lady voice.
Yeah.
It's like very like dystopian future.
It definitely, I can see that.
Welcome to Fiserv. Like it's like welcome to Fiserv Forum. You must comply.
Yeah. It does feel like that.
That's what, like it was like my fiance and I had a moment like walking in. We're just like this fucking what the.
Are we in the Hunger Games?
Yeah,
right
like
now?
they're gonna shoot. Like look out for darts or gas.
Yeah. Holy shit, man. Yeah, I think it's crazy. The Suns owner is like the only guy I've seen, and maybe we can pull that up. The Suns ownership because nobody. The Suns suck, and they should be. They spent all this money to get these superstars. I don't know if you know, they got like Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal a couple years ago, right? So they should have won. They kind of blew up their whole team to do that, and so they sucked. And a lot of fans stopped coming to the games because they're like, "Dude, we just sold our whole future for this, and they're trash." Like Bradley Beal was like hurt the whole first year, and they just
didn't he go on like a rant or something? The Suns owner?
Yeah, I think he did. He went on a big rant about something, and then they lowered all the prices. I think it's like. I want to say a family of 5 can go to a game and eat for like less than $100.
Wow.
So I was like, that's pretty legit. At least trying to get people there. I mean, it's crazy, but I just say that's
he's running the 2 for $20 deal.
Yeah, literally at the NBA game. But yeah, the Sox shit was crazy. I just remember hearing that like you could go there and they were like giving so much shit away because no one wants to come to a game.
Yeah, nobody does, and it's not looking good either way this year.
Yeah.
They have I don't know, like they have 6 pitchers right now that have to get. I don't know if you know what Tommy John surgery is.
Yeah, I do know.
6 guys on their squad, like that. I mean, like that's the reason. That's the reason why they've tanked it for so long. They were one of the best teams at drafting. Like when I first moved to Milwaukee, I got really excited, just kind of like like just watching from afar, like. Holy shit, they drafted 6 or 7 of the best prospects, like out of like the top 100 in 2018. They just had an insane draft year.
Yeah.
And they just pissed it all away. Mostly because they don't have the right like on-site staff. Not like the little stuff. Like they've never had they'll never hire a manager that'll just like do the right thing and say the right thing and make the right moves, Somebody who's going to be able to like challenge, That's what I do think is cool about like I don't know. This is me being a hopeful Bears fan. They are they are finally, bringing people on board. And it's like, no, we're going to do it this way. This is how it's going to, this is how it works.
Yes. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. I mean,
the Sox major thing is like, they never had good like team doctors. Like obviously they have such young guys that, baseball is such a fucking weird, like, sport. It's like just the range of motions you're using just to swing a bat. And it's like Christian Yelich is finally, I think, like getting back to form. Like he had to get he had to get season-ending back surgery or like some cutting edge thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So like it's just not taking care of your guys. Like just not knowing how to keep people healthy for 162 games, man. You have to know
season,
you have to know like how to keep guys on ice.
Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety, or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel, see all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.